Hey everybody, Autobot John here, and I had to make this video, and I know I'm going to take some trash over this one, but I really don't care anymore. I'm I'm uh, I'm I'm very upset right now, and before everybody starts going crazy, like, oh, what are you upset about? And you know, first of all, I know that I'm an adult, okay. I know people are going to put that in the comments. I've had it happen before, and that I shouldn't get upset. Like, for instance, I give you a perfect example: the WWE. I love the WWE. I've watched it ever since I was a little kid, and everybody gets upset when I put my comments on how I feel the company's doing right now, and that they're not listening to the fans, and and people are like, well, why don't you just quit watching it? Yeah, I could do that, or WWE could fucking get off their ass and actually start putting on a better program, a better product. So I'm not going to quit watching, because I feel like if I quit watching, then they win, and I'm not going to let them win. Um, I'm going to keep watching, and whatever. Um, so what's my review on? Well, if you click the thumbnail, you already know. Let me explain something. I grew up in what I consider the greatest cartoon era of all time. Yes, my friends, I'm talking about the classic 80s. I'm talking G.I. Joe, Thundercats, Transformers, Voltron, Mask, um, good Looney Tune cartoons, the Flintstones, stuff like that. Tom and Jerry. And one of the most beloved cartoons that I loved as a kid, and I know a lot of people did, was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And I'm so happy that they finally brought these out on DVD. They got She-Ra too, and I'm probably going to pick that up too. And yes, I don't care if people make fun of me or not. I liked both of them. Now, yes, they were campy. And yes, that there were some people that go on and say He-Man was gay and well, whatever, who cares? I loved them. I thought they were great. The stories were good. The action was good. The animation was good. So let me ask you a question. Why take this beloved classic and turn it into the garbage that they've now made? Now, there's been a lot of people that have put up reviews, and I'm not going to name anybody. You go on YouTube and look them up if you want to. But some people's reviews, to me, make no sense. Let me explain what I mean. There are some people who are criticizing this show for some of the decisions they made, but then they're like, oh, but the story is good and the animation is good. And I will go on record and say, yes, the animation is really good. It's bright. It kind of reminds you of that 80s animation, but more of an anime feel to it. That's really about it. I'm not going to go on and say the story's great. It's not. Spoiler alert for anybody who wants to watch this show. Now, I've only seen the first 2 episodes so far. There's 5 episodes right now, the first half of the first season, and then they're going to release the other 5 at a later date. But I've already heard. I heard from people at work. I heard from people on the internet. That's the thing that sucks about the media today. If you turn on a computer, you're going to probably get spoiled, okay? So you don't want to know? Click off. You want to know? Stick around. So let me go ahead and say what it is. The show is called Masters of the Universe Revelations, or Revelation. The first red flag that I should have thought about and didn't even stop to think about it is it's not called He-Man. Okay. So, as you've all seen from the trailer, that first trailer that Kevin Smith brought out was beautiful, action packed. Bonnie Taylor's I'm a Hero song was beautifully done. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a crock of shit. That is the first episode. Everything they show in that trailer, that first trailer, that is the first episode. The battle with He-Man and Skeletor is really good, but that's the only battle. He-Man's only in the first episode. Like I said, spoiler alert, I'll go ahead and let you know. If you don't want to know, click off. But they kill He-Man. They kill Prince Adam. They kill He-Man. So basically, what they've done is they took He-Man and they pushed him to the side, to the back, and now Teela is the main character in the show. Now, this is what I'm getting sick of. When you take a dominant male character that the show is based on and you dumb them down, or they're not important, or you just get rid of them, period, and you put in a female character in that spot. Because it feels to me like today we are not allowed to have a strong male character. Oh no, we can't do that. We have to have the woman has to take over. It's the year of the woman. It's bullshit. I'm getting sick of this shit. All right? It's been going on long enough. Hollywood won't learn from their mistakes either. You thought they would have learned from Ghostbusters, but no, they're continuing this shit. Look at Supergirl, for God's sake, on the CW. That is a terrible show. It does not do the character justice. It does not stick to the source material. It's horrible. I'm so glad it's coming to an end. Thank God Superman and Lois has not gone that route. And I think the reason why is because it's not a CW show. CW shows it on their channel, but it is basically from HBO. And it's going to HBO. From what I've heard, it's going on season 2. Superman and Lois is going to HBO Max. Thank God. Because I think CW would have found a way to fuck it up. And you ask me why I'm getting so upset. It's because they have done this with everything. All right? They've done it with He-Man. They've done it with fucking... They've done it with Superman. They've done it with Batman. They've done it with every character I can think of that I loved in the 80s. Hell, they've done it with movies. Another perfect example. Terminator Dark Fate. Okay? The James Cameron approved sequel to Terminator 2. And what did they do in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the movie? Killed off John fucking Connor. Why? So they could introduce this new character, which I don't even remember her name, that was going to be the new John Connor 2.0, but female, and she was going to be more important, and I'm sick of that shit. I'm really getting tired of it. And see, you can't say anything. Because if you say anything, you are attacked as a feminist. Oh, you don't like the strong female character. You don't like the female taking control. One of my favorite female characters of all time is fucking Ripley from Aliens. She's badass. I love her. And then, to be honest, if they came out tomorrow and said, well, we're going to redo Aliens and we're going to make a male version of Ripley, I'd turn it down in a heartbeat because it's not right. You can't do that. You can't gender swap a character. You also can't take a character who is a beloved character and, well, kill them off and bring in a new character or an old character, but now she's in charge. No, it's not right. So long story short, if you haven't seen it by now, you're probably not going to watch it. So I don't care, if I'm spoiling this for people, whatever. So basically, the story is that He-Man, to save Eternia, he breaks the power sword into 2 parts. But by doing that, he kills himself. He sacrifices himself. Tila finds out that Adam is He-Man, and she's all pissed off, and then she quits and she walks out of the palace. And basically, I don't know. It doesn't say if it's years later, months later, weeks later. It really doesn't tell you. Magic is dying, so there's the magic is literally gone, and if Evelyn basically has gone and got Tila and whoever that other character is, her friend, lover, whatever. I'm sure they're gay. Anyway, she's got them doing this stupid task of going to get some flask or cup or something, and it ends up being the ram's head to the Havoc staff of Skeletors. And she uses it to transfer what magic is left into that into what's left of the sorceress, who she's basically, I don't know if she's dying or she's just old, she's old age now. She has no real magic left. It's real stupid. So basically the story is that Tila is now in charge of putting a team together, and they have to go and get the two halves of the power sword and put them back together to basically restore the balance of magic in the universe and save Eternia. And I don't know the rest because I haven't watched it, but I can tell you that the spoiler that I have heard is that Prince Adam comes back from the dead, basically, only to get killed again by Skeletor, who was hiding in the Havoc staff or some crap. Because he dies in the first episode too. He-Man kills him too. So that both of the main guys die. Now the action in the show is really good. It's really good. And the animation is really good, but it's hard to get into the story when you've already been taken out of it. It'd be like if they made a Batman cartoon and they said, hey, guess what? It's called Batman and his friends. And in the first 10 minutes, they kill Batman, and now it's Robin's show. It would suck. Even though I like Robin, it's called Batman. So, to kill off the main character makes no fucking sense. But what pisses me off the most is that not only do they kill him once, but apparently they kill him twice. And then there's a video I found here on YouTube of Kevin Smith mocking the original fans, me, and anybody else that grew up on the 80s cartoon, mocking us, basically saying, you know what, I not only got to kill him once, but I did it twice. And this is the guy that's been coming out for months, a year now, saying, oh, he's such a big He-Man fan and blah, blah, this. And then, no, it's not going to be the Tila show, and He-Man's a prominent character in the show. You're a fucking liar, okay? And I hope this hurts your career, because you came out and trash talked Clownfish on YouTube because they basically saw through your bullshit. They heard from a source what was really going to happen. They posted it and you attacked them. And you can get into that story and look it up anytime you want. But basically, this guy lied to us. He lied to the fans. He lied to anybody who was looking forward to this show. Now, I'm not saying that you can't enjoy this show. If you enjoy this show, everybody has different likes. But I'm telling you right now, if you grew up with the original He-Man, if this is what you like, you will not like this show. In fact, it's an insult to the original fans. It's a basically come and pissed all over you show. It's Tila. They might as well call it She-Man, which that makes no sense to me because I thought She-Ra was the female version of He-Man. That's why they made She-Ra. And She-Ra was actually really good. I liked She-Ra. But this is bullshit. Let's get rid of He-Man and put Tila in there. And I guarantee you that before the end of this series, she's going to yell, I have the power. And they're probably going to turn her into some big muscle-bound, disgusting-looking female He-Man because it's never been done. There's never been a female He-Man, and I'm telling you that's what's coming. So what do I rate this show so far? Like I said, I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I couldn't stomach right now to watch anymore. I may finish it just to see if all these rumors are true, but so far every one of them are true. I give this out of 10 a 5. It's average. If it pisses me off anymore, it's going to go even lower than that. And I'm also sick of people saying, well, if you don't like this show, then you're just not one of you don't agree and you're against women in power. And no, I'm not. Okay. I'm not against women in power. I also don't understand where all this all of a sudden came from, because when I was growing up, I never once heard any woman friend of mine, or any woman for that matter, say, well, I couldn't get this job because they wouldn't give it to me, or I couldn't get this car because they would, I'm a female. I don't get this. And when I was growing up, movies had dominant female characters. Cartoons had dominant female characters. Carmen Sandiego was one of them. There's a ton of cartoons I can think of. I mean, you had April O'Neil and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hell, the fucking Power Rangers, 2 of them were females, very hot females, and they were dominant characters. So I don't get this bullshit where they're all coming back saying, well, the women never had a dominant character. They were never the top of the story. What about fucking Sarah Connor? One of the baddest women ever. And she was a dominant character. So this makes no sense to me, and I don't understand why Hollywood thinks that this is what fans want. Now, maybe there are some fans that want this, and that's a story for a different day in another video, which I won't make, because by the time I finish that video, I won't even have a YouTube channel anymore. So I'm not going that route. Everybody who already knows me knows where I stand on the whole LBG, whatever the hell the rest of that thing is. I do not judge people. But as a Christian, I will say this, and a backslidden Christian, so don't start that crap either, because, oh, you're cussing and a Christian does. No, I'm a backslidden one, okay? I'm a Christian at heart, but I don't live my life the way I should. And that should change. And I keep saying I'm going to change it, but we all say shit that we're going to do, and do we do it? That doesn't mean that my religion isn't real, and I'm not getting into that debate either. But as my religion, what I believe is that's wrong. But it's not for me to judge. That's up to my Lord one day. He will judge. Because it says in the Bible, it's wrong. I don't want to hear that defense. Well, a man and a woman, a man and a man, a woman. No. Sodom and Gomorrah, ladies and gentlemen. Read that story in the Bible, and they did the same crap. And you saw what happened to them. And I'm not getting into that anymore. I'm just saying that's where I stand on that. But does that mean that I don't have gay friends? No. I know a lot of people that are gay. Doesn't bother me. As long as they don't come to me with it, then it bothers me. But all I'm saying is that to try and force your life the way you want your stuff onto others is wrong. And I feel that's what this new cartoon is doing. Hell, that's what I feel like a lot of movies and TV shows are doing, is this is how it's going to be. And if you don't like it, then we don't have a place for you. And you're not allowed to enjoy this because it doesn't go with our feelings, our morals. And that is not cool. That is not what that is wrong. Okay? And I know it's coming eventually. I'm getting ready for it. All these people that are sitting here with the new James Bond film coming out, eventually. I guess they stop production on it, or whatever. But there's a new James Bond coming. And the biggest complaint everybody was talking about at the time was, oh, well, they said that James Bond is retiring and there's going to be a new 007. It's going to be a female. But it's not James Bond. It's just going to be a female taking over the role of the 007. It's her title now. And I'll be the first to tell you that I am not against that, as long as you don't call her Jane Bond or some crap. and you just say it's a female James Bond. No, it's another agent with a different name, and all she did was she took the number 007 because James Bond has retired. I don't think it's going to go over well, but we'll see when it comes out. It's like if Indiana Jones in his last film that's coming out says, "Hey, I'm retiring and I'm giving the mantle of the hat, the coat, and everything, I'm giving it all to my son, Mutt Williams," there wouldn't be that many complaints because Mutt's been an established character already, and whether you like him or not, he is the son of Indiana Jones, and it would make sense for him to carry on the legacy. Okay. Star Wars is one of the biggest fuck ups in the history of Hollywood right now because they did it and did it wrong. Because what they did was they came up with this character named Rey who no one cares about and likes. And they basically said, you know, the story of Luke Skywalker and his whole family, Darth Vader and all that, we don't care anymore. It has no, they don't, they're afterthoughts. Han Solo was an afterthought. Leia became an afterthought. Chewbacca is an afterthought. Luke fucking Skywalker was turned into a pitiful fucking hermit who drank blue-green milk on a deserted island somewhere. The guy who saved the fucking galaxy and saved his father's soul, basically, gave up and just went to live on an island somewhere. And meanwhile, Rey, who had never trained one day as a Jedi, all of a sudden she's just as powerful, if not more powerful than Luke Skywalker. Give me a fucking break. That movie was woke from beginning to end. That whole new trilogy. It's bullshit. It's Hollywood saying, you're going to like this. This is how the world is today. You're going to like this. And you're not allowed not to like it. You can't disagree or else you're called a feminist. You son of a bitch. You aren't allowed to have an opinion. Oh, yeah? Well, here's my opinion. I think you all suck. I think that Hollywood needs to stop trashing classic characters just so they fit in with today's code. Did you ever stop to think that maybe what's wrong is not the characters and not the fans of back day, but today's fans, the world, the way it is today? Stop and think about that for a minute. It just kills me because I looked so forward to this and I knew something was going to be wrong with it. I mean, come on, it's Netflix, and all you have to do is look at Transformers and see what they've done. And it's just, I knew it. I knew something was going to be wrong with it. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I wanted to go into this and go, okay, well, this one's going to be different. This is fucking He-Man. How do you fuck up He-Man? That's how you do it. There's no love for the source material. Kevin Smith, and I like him as in Jay and Silent Bob, and I love him in Clerks and Clerks 2. I love all his movies, but the guy is a fucking hypocritic sellout and lied to all of us, all the true fans. I'll put it to you this way. If you accept this garbage, you were never a fan of He-Man to begin with, well, that's cool. I don't care. You being a fan doesn't affect me one bit. But all I know is this is the real He-Man. And what they put on today on Netflix, in my opinion, is an what if story. And if they want to keep it that way, that's fine. But to have the balls, the audacity to say, well, this is a continuation of the Filmation's classic 80s cartoon. No, it's not. And you shit on all the original fans just by even mentioning Filmation in the trash that you just made and put on. You know what I really hope is that this wakes Hollywood up, but it won't. It won't. So I'm ready. Go ahead, hit me up. Send all your little negative comments. Or you're a feminist. You're anti this and you're anti that. And blah, 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 blah. Go ahead. All right. I'll go ahead and let you know right now. I did not vote for Biden. Okay. I voted for Trump. Whatever. Banish me. Come shoot me. Hell, I don't give a shit. I am tired of hiding what I believe in. I'm tired of keeping quiet. And that's what this country wants you to do now is you're not allowed to have an opinion. You can't go against anything because there's always going to be a repercussion. Your channel's going to get revoked. You're going to get suspended off Facebook. People are not going to follow your channel anymore. Well, if they don't follow my channel, that's fine, but everybody has a chance to express their opinion. You want to start getting mad at me over a stupid cartoon, that's fine. All I'm saying is that this bullshit needs to stop. Hollywood needs to stop trying to turn everything into their social justice warriors, whatever you want to call it. All right? Not every show has to have a lesbian. Not every show needs a gay in it. Not every show needs a transgender. And not every fucking movie / television show needs a female fucking lead character as the hero. Okay? Men can be heroes too, guys. I know it's hard to believe, but there was a time when the man actually could be the hero of the story. Not a little sidekick or somebody that got killed off. And I don't want to hear this bullshit either because I keep hearing everybody say, He-Man is prominent in the show. He sacrificed himself. He what? He sacrificed himself in the very first episode. He basically, what he should have done is basically just given the sword to Tila and bowed his head and said, "Oh, you're more powerful than I am. You're the true master of the universe. I bow to you." This is basically what he did. He should have just come out and said, "You're the one that needs to continue the fight. I can't do it. I'm just a man. I'm not strong enough." And that is the shit I'm talking about. That's what I'm tired of, okay? I'll give you a show that does it right. Walking Dead. Now, before everybody starts going into that, and I know there some people have their problems, I'll give you a perfect example. Rick Grimes left the show, and everybody was like, well, Daryl's going to take over. Well, Daryl did take over, but first Michonne was in charge. I wasn't cool with that at first, but then I was like, okay, she's kind of the badass. She's earned that right. Now, fast forward, Maggie's back. And all everybody keeps saying is, well, Maggie doesn't deserve to be the leader, Mag, blah, 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 blah. Actually, Maggie is a great leader. Maggie proved throughout the series that she's earned the right to be a leader, and I'm all for it. But no one ever came out so far and said, well, Maggie's the leader now. No, as far as I know, it's still Daryl. Daryl, a male character. So why can't they do that on He-Man? Why can't Tila be a very strong female character like she was in the 80s cartoon and still have He-Man as the dominant character of the show because it's his fucking show? No, we have to kill him off and we have to put Tila in charge and give her the haircut and the muscles because they can't look feminine anymore. Women can't look feminine anymore. Women can't have nice breasts. Women can't have curves. They can't look like Daphne anymore from Scooby-Doo. They got to look muscled now. You basically are saying that a woman cannot be the main character of the show unless she looks like the man. Because look at what they turned Tila into, and she looks like a man. I'm sorry. A muscle-bound lesbian. That's what she looks like to me. I'm not the only one. I've read reviews. And I don't know. Like I said, I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I'll probably watch the rest just to see how far down it goes. But come on, the shaved head on one side, the hair, the muscles, a female friend slash really good friend is what they said. I'm not going any further into that. But all I know is that that's what I think. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts and let me know what you thought. If you've seen it, if you like it, tell me why. Um, and I just want to get this out there right now, okay? I am not trying to say that I think it's a bad idea to put Tila as the main character of this show, okay? But I think there's a better way they could have done it, okay? First thing is you don't kill He-Man off in the very first episode. They could have built to this moment with these first 5 episodes, and then you could have killed him off in the last one or something where, I could have accepted that. But just to basically have him have one last fight with Skeletor, kill Skeletor, and then he sacrifices himself, which basically they kill him, and then she takes over. It's no, that's not how you do it. That's just not the right way to do it. So you reap what you sow, Kevin Smith, and I hope you watch this video because I really hope, as much as I like all your old work, you've lied to the fans on more than one occasion. You have proven you're not a fan. You sit, like, for instance, with Star Wars, and you whine and complained about what they did to Luke and all them in The Last Jedi, and then you turn around and do the same shit to He-Man in the show that you made. You're a hypocrite. And to be honest, I hope it hurts your career. I hope that people see through your bullshit. And to be honest, I hope that they don't even watch the second half. Hell, I hope a lot of people just decide not to watch this because it doesn't deserve it. It doesn't. You have literally trashed the fans by this garbage. To those that like it, happy for you. To the true fans of He-Man, stand with me and say enough of this shit. All right, guys. Later.